Bangkok. Next Saturday, I'm going to fly home. And then next week, I can welcome you from my home office again. I hope you had a lovely and great weekend, and you are great and you are prepared for this week. Next Saturday. And just hear this sound off here from YouTube. So, and you are happy to be here. So, and for the Bangkok or in Thailand living people, Sawadee Khap. And I'm really happy to have you here in this show again. This Admirals show, morning briefing show, takes place every morning, Monday to Friday, 8:30, right before the market will open. And we will see, we can prepare some things, and we can prepare some trading ideas in 4-hourly chart and in daily chart. And today we are quite busy because we have a kind of new trading ideas for this week. So we share this, Admirals. We share this show here live on YouTube as well. If you watch it on YouTube or maybe later as a recording again, you will find a button in the right corner so you can subscribe the channel. You can give us a like if you want. You can leave a comment if you have something to know or to tell us or any question. We can talk about everything. You know, there is no secrets. There's nothing to hide in trading. It's a job. It's not that simple. The strategy is quite simple, but trading is never easy because the biggest challenge is most of the time sitting in front of the screens. So let me share my screen so we can start. And let me fix it here, and of course too. So then I see the chat box. Also nice to have you here, guys. So I can see Soreen, good morning. Tina, good morning. Raina, wonderful, good morning too. Mike, Sawadee Khap again. Hartmut, good morning. And Ian also. On YouTube, I can see Barry is there, Michael is there. Nice to meet you here. Thanks for being here. So the top news from the weekends, Moderna to test variant specific vaccine candidate. And you know, the worst case ever happens actually in Africa. We have a new variant of this virus and kind of new mutations. And yeah, they reached already Europe, by the way. So let's see if this will have an impact to the markets this week too, or if this is just a scary thing we saw last Friday, and this week everything is going back to business and they will buy the dip. Let's see what happens. Okay, so what's on the list for today? And here on this admirals.com/analytics site, you see what's happened. So COVID-19 vaccine makers assess Omicron response. So they are working on this new variant of this virus. So let's see. And of course, what do we expect on upcoming events today? Business indicator is already out. So we expect business consumer survey at 11 German time. And this is Canadian dollar, the balance of payments we expect on 2:30 today. So by the way, we have no rate decisions this week. They will stop next week in December. We have quite a lot of rate decisions of almost every single central bank, but the topic for next week. So since Markovich, good morning. Albert, good morning too. So let's switch to the charts, and we start, of course, with the 10-minute charts in DAX 40, because there we follow the 10 minutes, the rules in 10-minute charts. And as we mentioned last Friday already, the big move to the lower side was happening, and there were big chances to get into the second trend arm, or maybe the third one, or maybe the last chance after the trend break was here in this position. Here you could be a part of the big move to the lower side. So what happens actually on the right side? You know, we are looking for the second trend arm, which has the highest probability to continue and to fulfill our rules. But it's also possible in the third or in the fourth trend arm, there is a probability 65 or 55%. So actually, we saw in DAX 10 minutes the trend break at this 15,299 euros by one future contract. So as a consequence, there was the trend break, but actually there is no long trend, not for the moment. Just waiting, we have to cover the point 2 at this $15,453, I guess is this. And yeah, exactly. So we are waiting for a close. And the correction is running actually in its own trend. So we can see this a bit. So the correction was developing a new downtrend, which is actually the correction. So the long trend for the moment is not valid. For that, we need a higher high than the last point 2. And actually, it seems that the corrective trend will not continue for the moment in the second trend arm. So is this a failed trade for the moment? No, it's not, because in case you wanted to trade the second trend arm with this corrective downtrend, then we saw this small correction, and you know, a correction which is not going higher than 38%. Yeah, then you should make an entry at the point 2, and this was not happening yet. So then the next balance candle was happening quite a couple of minutes before, and you know, we always make a stop sell order if you trade to the short side, and this was not happening too. So actually, even for the moment, the second trend arm is not working. Which I used to say it's working again and again, but it's not working again. It's most of the times, but there is never 100% probability, you know. So sometimes it is not happening. So therefore, it's always better to stick to the rules and, you know, waiting for the balance candle, or if we can ignore in the second trend on rule number 3, a correction deeper than 38, then the entry must be happen at the point 2. So there is no loss actually. Even we saw the possibility or the situation that the second trend in this corrective trend is not happening, but it's not over right now. Yeah, because actually you see the price is literally fighting with the point 2 of this not confirmed uptrend, and also actually it's fighting with the point 3 at this corrective downtrend. So if we will see a break, yeah, then at the same moment we have a lovely new uptrend, which then could be the second trend arm and it's going higher. So keep in your watch list, please. So, oh yeah, good morning, my lovely pip finder too. Then let's go to our focus charts, and we always start with Dow Jones. And actually, in Dow Jones, we still have an open position. Yeah, and we failed at the point 3 here at the point of control, where we are close to our final exit. So actually, it's not working for the moment. So we sold half of the position. Remo, good morning to Daniel also. We sold half the position, and yeah, you know what? We are within the red zone. Yeah, we are in the third trend arm. I would say we cannot lose money, by the way, but I will trail in this because, you know, I'm fighting with the account. And by the way, I made a big announcement last weekend about what's happening in this account. You know, you have the FX Blue account, so you can follow. You see the account is really worse, and I make a big announcement. What's the reason? What's the real cause of this? Of this account, and what I want to do to bring it back into profit for the next weeks or month, by the way. So actually we are in this. So let's see, that was the move. Now we are on the correction, and I try to stop into profit. So now even it maybe it takes me out, then it's a wonderful winner. And if not, let's see if we will see the final exit at the point of control. So it works, and you see, if you're patient enough, then you get the reward from the market in the second trend on. The highest probability, by the way, not 100%, which sometimes will fail, and you know there is nothing to hide, but most of the times it works. Therefore, it's good to take the second trend on. You can also take the third one and the fourth one. You know, rule number 2, latest entry, enter in the trend arm or in the trend in the fourth trend arm. But if you have a latest, there is always an earliest, and the earliest is the second trend arm, higher probability, cheap price, yeah, for example. So in DAX 40, for example, there we made it already. So we sold half the position after we had a close below the last 0.2, and we hit finally the point of control. So that was the plan, and we followed the plan perfectly. So should we be sad now that afterwards we can see, oh my gosh, the price went so much deeper? Should we be sad? No, of course not, because we are living on the right edge of the chart. And therefore, we had to make a plan. And the plan was to go back to the point of control. No one could know, that we have this big impact about this mutation of this new coronavirus, by the way. That was not to expect, by the way. So we are living on the right edge of the chart. Therefore, you have to make a decision. But we are proud, or I am proud of myself that I fulfilled. So I want to give you an example. So, for example, we had this, maybe you remember last week, a couple of weeks before. So you see, we did this. So same situation, exactly same situation, just in the opposite direction, go up to the point of control. So we came up to the second trend arm, we sold half the position, and we had a final target at the point of control. And you see what happens. We hit it exactly, and afterwards we had a contrary trend to the lower side. So therefore, in this trade, we would say we are the heroes. We hit it exactly. It was the best decision ever not to ride the trend. So just get out at the point of control. So, and here, for example, in DAX 40, we have to say, oh no, the price went so deeper. So you see, you have to make the decision on the right edge of the chart, because you cannot predict the future. In this case, we hit it perfectly. So, and in this case, there was a better solution. So, but afterwards, we're always more smart, but we are living on the right edge of the chart. So make a plan and follow the plan. If it's the plan to trade, to ride the trend, let's just do it. But my target is most of the times the point of control. So if we come up from lower green zone, then maybe we can ride the trend. But I don't do this if I'm within the red zone. But this is why I'm proud of myself, because I follow the plan. Everything is fine. The biggest mistake is that I missed too many signals. That's the problem. But I will fix it, and I will work on this. So let's have a check at the gold price. And there is literally happened nothing, because we get out of the trade because I trade the stop loss closer. So there was a failure, or there was a failed trade. It was not technically failure, it was just trade the stop. And we were actually circling around the point of control. So for the moment, there is still nothing to do. So, but actually, if you tried perfectly, then there was kind of close above. So which means this is still the downtrend. With move, correction, move, And you see there was no close below the last point 2. So which means actually we are still in the second trend arm. And we have actually no trend continuation. We are still speculating here on this point. So what we can do, so I'm still waiting on the balance candle, then we can maybe do it again to go to the trend continuation. But also, actually, that we know this is the point number 2. So which means we have a contrary uptrend. And actually, I don't have an open position. So which means this is the current uptrend. And here we also in a second trend arm. There was no trend break at the last point 3. So, but also we don't have really, there is not really a balance candle as a quite good signal. So just wait for it. So actually we see rising prices for the moment. So, and we have trend candles, then maybe the next balance candle and maybe is more a signal that we're going short again. So how we can handle this situation? So for the moment, nothing. Just wait for the next candle. So, and then we can maybe kind of set an order to the lower side, maybe at the point 2 again, maybe there come a little bit more pressure. Then finally a trend continuation, second trend, you know, it's high probability. And if we see a kind of stabilization here in this kind of uptrend, then we can speculate that gold is rising up. So this is how we can handle it. So therefore, I have gold still on my watch list for the next hours. Bitcoin, actually nothing to do. Here we had the worst case that we missed our signals. We told about it, and since we are circling around the point of control, actually there's still nothing to do. You know, I'm still waiting for, oh, by the way, just a moment. Oh yeah, we have a new uptrend, you see? So that was the last point 2. Move. First trend arm. And by the way, we are on a second trend arm. So which means the next correction is ours. Yeah, I got it. But be careful with this. If you trade 4-hourly chart, I want to show you, I make my note this morning and prepared it already this morning, because in Bitcoin, yeah, just a moment. If we have MetaTrader back, because in Bitcoin we have in daily chart a kind of clear short signal, which not means that we cannot make a trade in 4-hourly chart in Bitcoin, because then it's the correction of the daily chart. So let's check it out. And here we go. Because this is the downtrend in daily chart, by the way. Last point 2. Go. Yeah, there was no trend continuation at this moment here. So, and here we go. Takes a little bit of time, I can see, I see. So again, so was there a trend continuation? Ah, yes. It's quite over, because there was the second trend arm, and here we go. It's still the third trend arm. Actually, it's still the third trend arm, and maybe this can continue because point of control is quite far away in daily chart. So to be honest, it's not. not longer a second trend arm, which we can be focused on 4-hourly chart, and we can wait until the next correction, and then Bitcoin is long. Let's go to Euro USD. And here I'm waiting also for a long trend. So first of all, check it out where we are. Point of control is literally miles and miles away. So it's up here at 21. Really, literally quite far away. So, and now we have to realize that there is the long trend. So first trend arm, and here we go, second trend arm. So just wait, see about Fibonacci, how far the correction will go. Yeah, we have a close 38, which means next balance candle is ours to go long in Euro USD. And here we will try to ride the trend because fair price zone is miles away and point of control also. So maybe we can expect that they will continue, they will develop a new trend, really long running trend. Let's see. I have it on watch list. Euro USD. Finally, we have British Pound USD on the list on focus charts, but there is just still the downtrend, and we are waiting for a new long trend like in Euro USD. Actually, there is nothing to do. Okay, before we talk about the new trading ideas for today and for this week, I have a special question for you today. And the specific question is kind of different, not the Monday question, that's boring. So my question is, can you count on the 4 magic rules, which means, do you know the 4 magic rules? Can you count it? Can you tell me the 4 magic rules? Yes, I can, or no, I cannot. Yeah, what's the 4 magic rules? Oh, I don't know the 4 magic rules right now. Yeah, so while you can do this, I want to show you the trading ideas for this week. And here on my watch list for today is in 4-hourly charts. And we start with Euro British Pound. So first you see point of control is quite far away. And this is our long trend. So here was the first correction. And now we are in the second trend arm. And here we go. And now we are in a correction. So now we have to do Fibonacci and measure the last move, that we can figure out how deep is the correction going. Okay, we reached already 38%. And by the way, look where we are, exactly at the point of low. So which means the next balance candle is ours, and set a pending order up. And quite again, point of control is the target. If we cover the point 2 and we have a close, then we can make partial profits to make the trade safe. But finally, point of control could be the final target to ride the trend. So I see there's a question. I'm trying to find central bank policy statements and which one is supposed to follow. For example, it is very time Bailey from Bank of England speaks, or you will find all these things in on the site, David, on of Admirals. Yeah. So this is the trading idea for Euro British Pound in 4-hourly chart. Yeah. It could be that you have a contrary signal in daily chart, so you have to trade the time frame which fits to your lifestyle, and where you can make sure you don't miss the signal. There is another one I found this morning in US dollar Swiss franc, and here we go. There's quite a downtrend, and this is this one. That was the first trend arm, Oh, by the way, we released the logic trading course in English today, this evening. I'm really happy to announce this. So just going to remember about the trends drawing. I'm really happy to announce that the releasing will happening this evening, German time, by the way, because my team called me and said they are done with recording and fitting and fixing about, you know, technical stuff like this and the landing page and something like this. So this trading logic course will be released this evening, and I will mention it in Traders Yard and my social trading channel. So if you find the logic and to learn how to draw the trend perfectly, this could be your chance, by the way. So here we go, second trend arm, kind of Euro USD, US dollar Swiss franc. Yeah, it's a positive, it's negative correlation. So maybe both trades we can do. We are waiting for the balance candle and then just waiting. Here we go. Also use Fibonacci to see how far the correction is going. Yeah, we reached 0.38%. So we can waiting for the balance candle and then we can trade to the lower side. Maybe point of control could be possible. Okay, so let me see if I have everything there. Okay, so then daily chart. How much time? Oh, Nastia, can you tell me if I have to be on time or do I have a couple of minutes more? Maybe you can check this out for me. Thank you very much. So let's go to the daily chart. And the first what I recommend to you today is British pound Canadian dollar. Let me see. Oh, thank you very much. So I can go over the time a little bit because I have a couple of trading ideas for you. So first of all, this is British pound Canadian dollar. Please put it in your watch list, and or maybe a set depending on already, because here we go. That's a second trend arm, and there was not a trend continuation right now. So we are still in the second trend arm. So I set my pending order at the 0.2. Yes, I know, and there is close the point of control, but you know, it's just the target, but it's not a part of the rules. So I just see, and we will see if we continue the trend. If we were struggling at the point of control, I can close the trade at every time. Yeah, but actually the rules are there, signal is there, do it. Just I do it, by the way. So next one is Australian dollar, Canadian dollar in daily chart, by the way. So why is it? We have also second. Oh, it's quite different here. Let me see. That's the first one. No, that's true. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. So here we go. So we are in a second trend arm. So maybe we see the correction and then we can go short to the lower side. So if you see, or if you say, oh, come on, what is this not a correction here? It's a price correction, but it's just one candle. Yeah, it's not really a correction which fits to the perfect trend. Because if you draw the trend with this correction, then the chance is over, because we are looking for the second entry, you know. So if you do this, which is, by the way, correct, then you see second is over already. Then you cannot do it. But if you draw the trend like me and you ignore this just one candle as a correction, then we are still in a second trend arm. And maybe, yeah, there is a kind of, you see, high volume zone, which is interesting because it's almost the same high and the same volume that the point of control is. So actually, I'm just expecting this and then again. So maybe in my drawing, it's the second trend arm. Maybe in this is the third. Both is possible. Okay, so then Euro, New Zealand dollar. Here we go, this uptrend, you know, it's an uptrend. And is this one, last point 2, move, correction, close above the last point 2. Now in the correction, today balance candle, which means off tomorrow, set a pending order at the point 2 and speculating for the trend break. Maybe we can talk about tomorrow again. But it's just a trade for our watch list. And finally, UK, the so-called FTSE, and this is a lovely downtrend. It's a very lovely downtrend. So move, correction, and second move, and the next correction could be ours. So just wait for it. It's just a part for our watch list. So my question for you today, ladies and gentlemen, was really simple. Can you count on the 4 magic rules? So we have 71% that said, yes, I can. I'm really proud of you guys. And 8% no, I cannot. And 21% said, no, I don't know the 4 magic rules. So if you don't know the 4 magic rules, you can go to the whole list of this morning show, because we made it since January this year. So, and if you go through the whole list, there's a channel on Admirals and a completely video list of all, and we will find the 4 magic rules, by the way. And on Traders Yard, on our free trading room, we are there all day long. You will find a picture in it, and there are the 4 magic rules. Valid trend, young trend, latest 4th trend arm, out of the correction should be around 38%, and in the correction, wait for a rebound. Like any patterns, or maybe as easy as possible, yeah, the balance candle. That's the 4 magic rules. Yeah, and you should learn that. It's just one way you can make money in the markets. It's the most natural. This is what I teach in this online course, this offline course, by the way. And this is a very high probability chance, but you have to learn a lot of things about this. But if you do it, if you're willing to spend time for your education, that's a great chance to make money in the market. I hope we'll see each other tomorrow. Thanks for being a part. I wish you a lovely day, and as always, have courage and be kind, and may the